I was talking to Christian Felkel, one of the British coaches. He's now gone to a role as chief coach in Germany. And we were talking about the tendency towards high rating. And, I'm thinking about you and Hamish in the pair. I mean, what was your take on the rate that you went over at in races? And, did you experiment with that?
I think it developed. It would be really actually quite interesting to have a look over our years to actually see what our ratings were, because we generally did rate high right from the start. But I think what happened was it just became more noticeable because we just would keep a rate from like 20 strokes in, and it just wouldn't go any different from that point right to the finish line. Whereas everyone sprint, and then you always, as you guys as commentators, oh yeah, they're down on 36, now they're into a rhythm, blah blah blah. And you'd be like, oh, Kiwis are still up on 40. And it was just because like we hadn't done a big sprint, like expended energy, come back down, and then we just went, okay, let's just have a bit of a pop off the start, and then just hit our speed, bang, rest of the race. And like, that spreadsheet that I sent you just shows that what we were able to do, like in big finals, we slowed 1 second, or what was 1.6 seconds from the first to second 500. And then we actually went quicker in the third 500. And then we were only 1 second slower than our first 500 and the last 500. So we were virtually even splitting the race. And that's, I think, what made it noticeable. And the only other reason that it came about was because like in 2010, after our world champs, like at Carapero, where Pete and Andy nearly got us, like the first week back, Dick just sat us down and he goes, right, we're not going to do any more weights. You're going to get faster by being fitter than you are by being stronger. We'll do like 3 bungee sessions a week on the water, but we rode every single session. And that's what I think what happened over that is because we probably lost a little bit of power from just explosive weights because we just weren't doing them. And with Dick's program, it's not like huge explosive intensity. And so basically from that, we were doing like 8K races and 5K races, and we would just get it up high rate and just tap it along, find like the most efficient rhythm to hit the speeds. And I remember I was talking to Drew a while back about all my data that I'd sent him, and he was just like, mate, it's amazing. I said, yeah, well, one thing that we used to do, like Hamish and I did really well, is we used to be able to pump it over in like 5Ks. And I think like our fastest 5K was like 16:10. So we're doing like 6:28 2K splits.
You're kidding?
5K. No. Yeah. So that was, we were, I think we did like a 96.5% or a 97% 5K. And it was just like, but we rated like 36, 37 for 5K. And it was just so that we just didn't want to slow the boat down. And we just started to realize, well, why don't we use less energy at a higher rate than use more energy at, say, a 36? So you're not pulling as many watts, but you're just tapping along a little bit quicker. And because we didn't have that outright strength, because like we weren't doing weights, we were just rowing, which is, okay, we're getting into the rowing muscles, but we lost size. Like you could tell it, we lost a bit of weight and bits and pieces. But the fact was we were just tapping it along, just tap, 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 tap. And so when we started racing against like Nathan and Joe and stuff and trying to out sprint them in the last 500 of like warm-up pieces, we were just like, we've just got to rate high and stay in front of them, like play cat and mouse. They'd give us like a 5-second head start, and we just had to find a way to try and beat them. And then over time, we just realized that rating high was a great way to do it. And because we were so fit, and because we were just like, we were super, super fit, you could do it because it didn't feel strange. You didn't get to like 600 to go just going, nah, I'm dead, I'm going to blow up. Because we had done it in training for longer distances, it just allowed you to be able to do it for that 2K. And it just, I guess when you got into racing, you're always going to go like a point, maybe a point and a half, sometimes too high when you're in like a big setting, because you just got that much more pumped up in adrenaline and everything that's going to go for it. So you're always trying to get that little bit extra. And I think that's why when we would do those races, it was just 40 all the way. And, now you're seeing a lot of crews just stepping along like, man, those Aussie 4, what they do, like 42 or 43 all the way?
Yeah.
2017, it was nuts, man.
Yeah.